Alright, let's go.
Right back.
Yeah, sunny days, sunny days, sunny days. No clouds in the sky, about to get away. Feels like it's been a freaking decade. Sorry, don't call me, cause I'm gonna be on break.
We drove to New Jersey. Your eyes seemed a bit worried. You said it was nothing, but I knew you get worried.
So the first major thing in losing weight and trying to stay fit is changing your diet. Most of it comes from diet and most of it comes from exercise. It's not really 50-50, so you don't really split 50-50. I'm someone that really loves sweets and really likes salty foods, and I also really like to snack, which is what I noticed a lot often. Like sometimes I don't eat because I want to eat, mainly I eat because I'm bored. I don't know if you guys feel the same way as me, but sometimes like when I'm watching a movie or something, I just want to have something to snack on. And most of the things that I have in my house are usually not as healthy. So one of the biggest things that I did was switch out those unhealthy snacks for something more healthier. So switch out for carrot sticks, celery sticks, and basically any fruits and vegetables. Like those are going to be your best bets. I started to incorporate a lot more fiber into my diet. So let me just break down my diet. So before, I used to eat really unhealthy foods, but for 2 weeks I had to change my diet plan. So just a little disclaimer, all of these K-pop idols have such different diets, and given the short amount of time that I had, I could not kind of use their diets for each week, because in terms of diet, you need to stay on it consistently in order to see results. So I incorporated their diets into one, and then I also changed some things depending on my schedule, because for them, they're K-pop idols, you know, they work different hours than me. I'm just someone that works 9 to 5. So I changed my diet and ate on my own schedule. So I did not follow their diet plan like exactly to a T, a template to work with, and then I removed and added things that I wanted to, like switched out some of the foods that they ate with foods that I wanted to eat and whatever sounds good for me. So in terms of meal plan for breakfast, I would follow the IU diet where she had 1 apple. So that is what I ate every single day for 2 weeks. Sometimes I would eat an apple, and then some days if I'm kind of getting bored of the apple, I would switch to Greek yogurt. And in my Greek yogurt, they have like these little chobani, like single serving size. And in terms of lunch, I switch up what I eat normally, but most of the days I would stick with cabbage soup, and each week would be a variation. For me, one pot that I make would last me 2 to 3 days, given that I'm eating it for lunch and dinner. Some days where I like to switch it up, so there are some days where, you know, I just don't want to eat the cabbage soup anymore, so I would just eat cauliflower rice, meatloaf mix, and then I add in a side of veggies. So I tried Brussels sprouts, broccoli, green beans, and then again, as I said before, for my snacks, I would have snacks in between, and instead of like chips and crackers, I switched those out for like just the raw fruit itself. So strawberries, blueberries, I love grapes. Grapes are so good. And then I also tried juicing like once, but then it was like too much work, so I was just like, nah. So didn't really do juicing. I cut out a lot of sugar and a lot of salt. Following what Jennie said in her diet, most of her diet consists of foods that have less sodium. So for most of my foods, I tried to not put as much seasonings. So I ate a lot of chicken breasts. I put in a lot of chicken breasts into my cabbage soup, and I went really light on the salt. Before, I was someone that really likes salty food. Like I love salty food because I think it enhances the flavor. After eating so clean and moderately for 2 weeks, I think I'm getting used to like not eating salty foods anymore, because when I eat something salty, when I eat something like that I normally used to eat before, I'm like, this is like low-key kind of salty now. Okay, I don't know who's leaf blowing right now, but as I was saying, the first 2 to 3 days I was so obsessed with like snacking, took extra precaution. I removed everything from my desk. Like before, I used to have like mini bags of chips, like small bags of like gummies and all that stuff. I removed that from my desk. I don't even snack anymore, and if I do snack, I only bring like cheese stick, little Danimals, and then fruits, and that is what I normally snack on, to the point that because I snack on that so much now, like that's all I crave. Like when I go grocery shopping, I look in the chip aisle and I don't even crave chips anymore, which is like surprising because I'm someone that used to love junk food, but now I don't even bother to look in the junk food section anymore. I was really happy that I did that, and sometimes like throughout the day, I tell my sister this all the time, but I'm like low-key craving some carrot sticks right now, and she's like, oh my god, Lunar, like shut the f, like she's like shut up right now. I'm like, no, but like actually I'm like craving a green smoothie right now. Also want to give a disclaimer that like you don't have to be 100% strict with your diet. There were some days when I went out and ate like hot pot, like dim sum, things that were like a little bit unhealthy, but those are mainly on the weekends. So, you know, when I'm going out with the family, I give myself like a cheat day just to reset my metabolism and like reset my stomach a little bit. So the other half of dieting is mainly exercise. So I did make a lot of changes to my exercise plan. Before, when I started hitting the gym, I didn't even know what I was doing, to be honest. But for the past 2 weeks, I kind of wrote out a structured plan. I only went to the gym 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So for Monday, I do arm day, Tuesday, leg day, Thursday is abs and full body. On weekends, if I have time, I like to take an hour walk. People are not joking when they say that cardio burns calories. When I go to the gym, right, I walk in the treadmill for 5 minutes to warm up, and then I go into this fitness room to stretch, and then I do an hour and a half of like Pilates videos. Sometimes there are videos on YouTube showing you like how to do like resistance training. So I work out with dumbbells for an hour and a half, and then I go out and finish with cardio. So that could either be walking on the Stairmaster. For me, there's not really a time limit. I just walk on the Stairmaster until I reach 1,000 steps. And if I am doing leg day, I don't go on the Stairmaster because I don't want to like overwork my legs. There was a day where I actually overworked my legs, and I think my blood vessel bursted because I had a fat bruise on the back of my leg, and it was like really purple. I've never had that type of bruise before, so I thought it was paint on my leg, and I tried to rub it off for like 20 minutes only to realize that it's a freaking bruise, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I started connecting the dots. I'm like, oh my god, like yesterday I didn't stretch before I did this exercise, and then I also like went kind of ham. So yes, in terms of working on the treadmill, I just like to walk at like various inclines for 30 minutes. Yeah, that's basically what I do for my exercises. So after going on this 2-week diet, I noticed that after making a lot of changes, I just felt overall happier and healthier. So I've been going on like a fitness journey for over a year now. I also wanted to lose weight and I didn't know how. So I thought of the easiest thing, you know, like if you want to lose weight, what do you want to do? And most people, the first thing that people think of is, oh, I need to starve myself. I started by starving myself and not eating. I only ate like once per day, and I think it made it worse. Very moody, I was very upset. I don't know, I was just not in a good place because I was just like, I'm so hungry, but I forced myself to not eat just for the sake of losing weight. I'll say this right now, if you guys want to lose weight, do not starve yourself by any means. That is not the correct way to lose weight, and it is not the healthy way to lose weight. After being on this diet journey for so long, I've watched so many videos on YouTube of people saying, oh, how to lose weight in 3 days, how to lose weight in 2 days. I want to tell you that all those videos, like, yeah, they work and you see them eating like 1 egg per day, but what they are losing is not body fat. What they are losing is water weight. So basically, your body holds onto water, and if you don't eat, you're basically flushing out all of that water that you get from like the things that you eat. If you want to effectively lose weight in a healthy way, it's gonna take weeks and even months / years. So if you see those videos telling you, you know, eating 1 egg per day, that is not healthy. Don't do that. It might be a quick fix, but I'm gonna tell you right now that you're gonna regain all that weight back. You know why? Because I did the same thing. I starved myself, ate like 1 apple per day, and then I saw a decrease in weight, which made me really happy. And then I started to eat less and less, and then after dieting for so long and starving myself for so long, my body crashed. And when my body crashed, I went crazy and I overloaded on my food to the point that I regained all that weight back. I advise everyone that if you want to lose weight, please do proper research. After I starved myself for a significant time, I switched over to intermittent fasting. I don't know what that is. That's basically where you eat for a short window of time and then you basically don't eat for the rest of the remainder of the time. The first few months I saw I dropped like 1 to 2 pounds, and then after that I started to plateau and I didn't see an increase nor decrease in weight change. And basically it's very common for people who go on diet to kind of hit this plateau. It's because your body is kind of adjusting to what you are putting it through. So before, you know, if you eat a lot and you suddenly do fasting, then your body is using up your energy. The longer you do fasting, your body's gonna recognize that, so it will slow down your metabolism and it will stop breaking down food. But for the past 2 weeks, I've started to reincorporate breakfast back in, where I ate that 1 apple, and then for lunch cabbage soup, dinner cabbage soup, and basically I felt much better. I came to learn about this topic of cortisol. Mind-blowing, because that was basically the key to my diet plan. You should do your research on cortisol, but basically what I learned is that cortisol makes you hold weight into areas that you don't want, such as the lower belly. So from what I learned is that high cortisol is bad, low cortisol is good. Some of the things that contribute to high cortisol is fasting, drinking coffee or caffeine first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, over-exercising, stress. All of these can contribute to high cortisol levels. After I kind of took out fasting and I've been eating regularly and having regular meals, my cortisol level dropped. And then another thing that I did was change my sleep pattern. Before, I would only have 5 to 6 hours of sleep, but in order to lower your cortisol levels, you need at least 7 to 8 hours. And I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this from doctors, your parents. So many people say that you need 7 to 8 hours of good sleep in order to have a healthy lifestyle. And it's true. You're like, oh, how can you tell if you have high cortisol or low cortisol? It's actually not something that you can measure. I didn't measure my cortisol levels. What is going on inside your body will be reflected by the outside of your body. So I saw that my acne went down, my skin was a lot brighter, clearer, and then the lower belly pooch gone down. I didn't change my exercise plan from what I normally did, so it had to be the cortisol levels. And then I started to wake up with a flat stomach, and I'm like, I wish someone told me this sooner, because it's not about doing thousands of ab exercises to get rid of that lower belly pooch. It's just because I had high cortisol levels. Nobody told me that. So literally just making a few changes and tweaking my daily routine every single day, I literally woke up with a flat stomach, and throughout the day I had a flat stomach. And I want to end this video saying that take everything that I say with a grain of salt, because everybody has a different body type, so what worked for me may not work for you. Just do your proper research, make sure you do not starve yourself. So you guys are all beautiful in your own way. Do not lose weight and do not change the way that you look just because someone else said that you need to change the way that you look. Not because for someone else, because they're not living your life, they're not you. I've been meaning to make this video for a very long time because I've started my journey for so long. I thought that this would be the perfect time to kind of film this type of video. Let me know if you guys like this type of content in the future, and I will definitely make more of them. So that is all for this video, and I will see you guys in the EDC vlog. Bye!